Okay, it's Monday. Mixed Media Monday to be exact. I'm sorry, the internet gods are playing really funny tricks on me. And it's decided that since I've returned and I've been very sick, that it was still going to screw with me. But we're just going to be patient and know that this is the way it goes and hope the connection stays enough for us to at least get through something. So it's Monday, May 8th, and May is the month of my birthday. My birthday was 4 days ago. Seems like 100 years ago, but I started like last Tuesday. I started actually Monday night by getting really sick. Actually, I started over the weekend getting really sick, and then I had to take myself to the emergency room, and the connection is going bad. I can see it. Hi, Mom. Okay. I might lose connection, but that's okay. So, as I was saying, if I lose connection, I'll reconnect. And the recording is usually good. So if people lose their patience, I'm sorry, it's free. We'll figure it out. Life is such. So I spent Tuesday in the ER. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I was bedridden. And Tuesday night, I had friends who invited me to a potluck type thing. And I decided to be a trooper and go. And I was so sick. Basically, we might not make it. We might not make it. Let's just wait for a minute. We might be done. Okay. I'm emailing Lori to see if I'm back. Okay. I don't know, guys. Okay. I'm sitting here. I'm just watching the connection, and I'm kind of, okay, green, orange, red, green. Okay. So anyway, I apologize. It is what it is. Oh, my goodness. It just makes me sweat. So anyway, my birthday was great other than being sick. And it's no fun. And my body sent a complete message to me to shut it down. I had to listen and shut it down. And I work for myself, so it was not an easy message. My laptop was next to me the entire time, and it was so depressing. But Thursday, I was up for my birthday, and I went out to dinner and had a lovely melting pot experience. So I'm just watching this internet go, you know. So it's my birthday mug, and I'm hoping we can get something done tonight. If we can't, fuck. I don't know. I'm so trying. I am so trying. I'm trying. Okay. Come on. You've been good. You've been good. Sorry, guys. It's my internet connection, and it's just playing games, and I don't know what child. I've got everybody off stuff, so it is what it is. And next week I have to travel again, so it's like, I really want this to happen. My son even said, haven't you been on in a long time? Anyway, so my birthday is not over. I celebrate for the entire month, and I have giveaways. I've just been getting back to blogging and getting back to my life. I'm going to Florida next week for Society of Decorative Painters show in Daytona. I have 3 luggages to pack for that. Then I come back, and then I go to Colorado Springs. So if you're in any of those areas and want to take classes with me, please do that. The other thing I'm doing, or I did, was yesterday I taught a class in our local winery. It sold out. It was so amazing. It's probably one of the best classes I've had. It was just a great group, it was just fantastic. And it felt really good. I haven't had a class in a little bit, and so it was great. And, I needed it. I definitely needed it. I'm getting text messages, and maybe that's why my Wi-Fi is so bad. Anyway, if this goes out, we might have to just say, I do a birthday giveaway, and then I share something on my website. You know what I like to consider myself? Grace under pressure, but right now I want to take the pressure and take it out of my sinuses and take it off this internet. I really have a cool technique to share. I was going to work today on this, so I did this today. I was fooling around, and I want to show you how to do a really cool white background. Isn't that cool? I have a canvas all out for it. But this show might be 5 minutes less. So normally the first 15 minutes I chit-chat. I have a lot to say about my birthday. The first giveaway went up last week. It's for a subscription to Painter's World magazine, which I happen to be featured in each month, or every other month when an issue comes out. So you can go on my website and see that. I'll talk really fast. And then I know the one time I'm prepared and I've been painting is the one time the connection is bad. So I just have to go with it. It's free, right? I always say that. Or I just need to up camp and move. And just pick it all up, take it to the local restaurant, and start painting right in there. Which is what I did Sunday morning. That was the other thing I did. I started painting on Sunday morning, went to a restaurant by myself. It was just a fab day yesterday. Fab day. Anyway, so I have more giveaways going up. I just have been so sick that trying to catch up, and my classes have to come first, and companies I work with have to come first. So that's what's happening. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Jody. The internet is probably my problem. And I can't even tell. And it's really bad, so I'm watching it. And I don't want to start something if we're not going to be able to finish it. I'm giving this 5 more minutes. If we get disconnected, I'm going to call it a day. And then what I'll do is a video this week on my website showing how to do this. How about we just call it that way? I just can't. I don't want to be mad. Isn't that great? And I restarted all my... Oh, I know what's wrong. Oh my God. No, it's not what's wrong. Okay, hold on. I thought I knew what was wrong. I thought I was hooked up to the wrong Wi-Fi, but no, I see I'm hooked up to the right Wi-Fi. I could hook up to the other one. You know what? I should try that. Okay. That might be the answer. That would have been so great if that was the answer. It would have been like, done. Okay, let's give this one more try. If this connects, I will hook up to my other modem and we'll try it, and then that's it. I don't want to put people through connection and disconnection issues. Jody, typically they are international, but if you live in Zimbabwe, I just don't ship to Zimbabwe. I'm sorry. I mean, Canada, your local, UK, but I consider everybody, but I really try, if you live in Hungary, it's really hard for me to get stuff places. It depends on what it is too. Some of the paints and stuff I can't ship. Does that make sense? I don't want somebody in the bottom of Africa to win and then I can't ship the stuff to them and they're like, using voodoo dolls on me or whatever. There we go. Okay. I love this. So go ahead, Jody. Otherwise, I'll just stick it in my suitcase and I'll ship it to you. I mean, I'll bring it to you. Okay. Any other questions for me? Oh, who am I? I'm Tracy Weinzapfel, and you're live in my studio. Does anybody see the flowers behind me? Look at that beautiful arrangement that was sent to me. It's just huge. And I do have a voodoo doll. If you guys want to know, I really have a voodoo doll. I know. Jody, there's a million terms and conditions, but I work for myself, so if you guys really look at, somebody brought me a voodoo doll back from New Orleans. I know, Mary Lee, it's my nose. Oh my goodness, it's not your connection. I hate to say that. Okay. Yes, this was a birthday gift. It has a special meaning. It's not really a bad one. It's a protective warrior. Somebody went to New Orleans. Is no, I know. Oh, I lost the tag. A friend of mine went to New Orleans and he brought me this back, and I said to him, um, I could have thought of a much better birthday present, but it has a good meaning. It actually is good protective warrior. It's to protect me. You know what? It does kind of look like him. Okay, well then I'll be using that. Yes, it was so funny. I literally unwrapped it and I went, oh my God, I love what is it? And why would you give this to me? And and it has to do with my month because it's green. But yes, if anybody needs a voodoo doll, I actually possess one. Okay, we're going to try this. What the hell? I'm going to switch cameras and then we can talk through it. Sorry, my coughing. Lovely. Yeah, Protective Warrior. So I'm going to start with Relic Chalk Paint. But like basically I'm I'm still sitting. Isn't that great? Basically what I'm doing is, this is on a canvas, 8 by 10. I decided to keep it simple, stupid. So I'm going to paint this bad boy, Relic. I was trying to find a dark color, and I'm not really crazy about brown, so I went with like a gray black. It just seemed better that way. And I was actually playing with a couple of things today, if you're wondering what I was doing. Yeah, so don't make me mad, people, because I am prepared. Isn't that funny? I hope people show up and they think, oh my gosh, is she underwater? All right, I'm going to paint so fast. At least we get a background out of this, and then you guys can figure. Yes, yesterday would have been my grandfather's 102nd birthday, and my mom's birthday is coming up. She is on the 17th, right, Mom? She turns, I think, 972. I don't know how old my mom turns, but she's very young. Sorry, Mom. Not funny, I know. I know my sense of humor. You know what I should have done was covered this in Relic and then put the... Oh, I know what I'm doing. That's okay. Oh, oops, that is not even the right color, and it just squirted out. Okay, there we go. I don't know how old my mother is. I'm sure she's going to text me and let me know. Yes, it is. Lori's texting me. So anyway, I hope you guys have been reading my blog. So other than being creative in my studio, one thing I love to do is write. And I have been writing as if my fingers are on fire. So I've been sharing some books I'm reading. I have been, I don't know, just sharing a lot, which feels awesome. You know? Okay. Okay, guys. If I sound bad, it's just that I sound bad. It's probably not my connection. All right. So the good thing about this paint is it will dry fast. Even though I put a gob on. Hi, Dad. I have to tell you, my parents got me the sweetest gift with some assembly required. They got me a barbecue that basically kind of looks like it came in a postage stamp. So I am wondering how much assembly is required. We're going to be having a big old party over here. It was time for a new BBQ. Sweetest gift ever. Okay. So this has to be dry. There we go. All right, then I'm going to use the crackle medium that goes with this, which is similar to what it's weathered wood. So if you got weathered wood, use that. But the other thing I did today, which I can't do it on this one because I don't have the dry time, but I'm not going to put this on thick. Today I put it on really thick, and well, I want it on kind of thick. But I also use crackle paint on top of the weathered wood. I really wanted a white background, but I didn't want a stark white background, if that makes sense. That's what I wanted to work on. And I don't even know what I'm going to paint over the top of it. I don't know. I just was thinking. All right. So if you want, and I can't use the crackle paint because the dry time, I'm even doing it on the sides because that's how I roll. Gee, all the internet wanted me to do, I guess, was start painting. They wanted me to shut up and paint. Okay. Oh, I went to Boston too. Oh my goodness, I have so much to tell you from Boston. So if you follow me on Facebook, you might know some of this. So I got put up in my hotel. My original hotel in Boston was a bed and breakfast that was actually equated to the Bates Motel. And so I had to move hotels, and I moved hotels at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And they gave me the key to my new room, or my room. And it was, 4 o'clock in the morning before I got to my room, and the room was occupied. There was a gentleman in bed, and I scared the living bejesus out of him. Yep, that happened to me. So, anyway, it was probably one of the longest weeks of my life. Heather said, I love weathered wood, but I don't get the crack I desired. That's funny. Heather, I use a heat lamp a lot. Heather, I have a heat lamp that sits on, and it works great, but don't use it on crackle. But putting weathered wood on thicker, well, this is how big. I mean, I put it on pretty thick today, and I did a crackle paint around the edges. So not only did it crackle, but it spread. So that's what I'm shooting for. But I can't use the crackle paint because I can't use a heat gun. Yeah, I've taken a huge disc, that huge heating thing, and I've left it on the counter, and that's what I heat. Yeah, so anyway, by the way, Ubering at 3 o'clock in the morning is probably not recommended either, so you know. But yeah, a heat lamp will work. I still don't recommend it on crackle. But I've done like, what do you call it, transfers, where you need everything to dry, and so I just stick it in front of the heat lamp. Problem is now it's about 90 here, so it's like, hi Linda. So far I've covered this in relic and crackle medium. So yeah, I scared somebody out of the bed at 3:30 in the morning, and boy was he unhappy. The best part was telling the story to a couple of my male friends, and how wonderful that they said to me, well, how on earth would a guy open the door, or you open the door and a guy kick you out, which I thought was hilarious. But it was traumatic. It was probably one of the worst trips of my life. It was one of the worst trips of my life. And thankfully, the company that booked me, they felt really bad. They rectified the situation. They told me to book wherever I wanted to book. And the final night, the hotel gave me a gift certificate for $200 for food and beverage. Oh, I'm almost tempted to do the crackle and just sit this outside. It took no time to dry today in my sun here. So I invited my girlfriend to eat with me, and we ate and drank $196 worth of food. And if you did not think that was possible, it is. I know. Oh, it is, Heather, totally. That trip, I came home feeling as if I was wet, dried, and set aside. It was kind of like, but it was funny. The lady who was serving us said, "Okay, well now you're at 142," and I'm like, "Okay, we'll take She's like, "At this point, you can take a bottle of wine to go." I was laughing so hard. I earned every bit of that money. Oh, it was hilarious. I was never more happy to get off the plane and have my friend pick me up. The first night I was in the street kind of crying because I couldn't find anywhere to eat or drink. Oh, yeah, Jody, we didn't really eat that much. Well, the drinking part we probably did, but lucky it was my business partner who I work with who does the, oh, look at that. I dripped all that over there. Didn't even blend it in. Yeah, I definitely don't recommend it, but I kind of wanted to screw the system, if that makes sense. Isn't that horrible? Well, the manager kind of got in trouble. He never contacted me about anything. And the other guy got his room count. Okay, I'm going to switch this around. Okay, there we go. There we go. So this has to be dry. Oh, I'm so tempted to try the crackle, throw it on there, but I just don't think I'll get what I want. I'm tempted, but I can't. Oh, Heather, I don't know how they did either, especially because the guy was kind of evasive about checking me in. It was so uncomfortable, and the night manager was so bad. Ooh. Oh yeah, Linda, I'm seeing a lot of that. The good news is they gave me all sorts of hotel points, which was great because I do stay there a lot. Okay. Well, that's pretty dry. I don't even care about the edges so much. I don't know why I'm fretting. But this is pretty dry. Okay. Yeah, it has to be dry. Okay. And then I really wanted to use the crackle paint, but because it spreads and cracks, but we just can't do it. Next time I'll show it, but I kind of showed you. So this is chalk paint, Everlast. It's white. We said we were going to, oh my goodness. Where did you learn to paint, Miss Missy? So I did this thinner than I did earlier, so let's see what happens here. And I didn't have edges to paint. I was just farting around in my book. I don't even know what I'm painting on top of it. I was thinking maybe like a bright red or turquoise or something poppy or, I don't know. I don't know. Oops. What's that big old smudgy thing? Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to like the crackle effect more, but I just wanted to. It's okay. I'm not complaining. Oops. I just wanted a white background. Oh. Let's see what happens here. We keep adding. So once it starts to do its thing, you don't really want to touch it. Yeah, so I'm not going to get as much. I'm not going to get as much of the big cracks, but that's okay. There we go. So basically this is good because it spreads apart and it does its thing and it works. It goes really quick and crackle paint dries really fast. So, but I went very thick on the crackled medium, and then over the edge of it, I did crackle paint. So you see where this is, and it's kind of cracked and spread apart. So that's, I just want you to know the difference. And then I, just in the middle was the crackle paint, but it was really thick. So I don't know what would happen because it's not that thick. So, oops. I just wanted. My idea was to work on a white background. I could even still work on this, but a lot of us don't work on white backgrounds. There we go. Oh, it's doing its thing. Oh, did I get it there? Yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Ooh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, ooh, ah. While it's, ooh, yeah. Okay, while it's drying. Ooh, nah, not that much. Oops. Well, that's okay. You know what? I'm going to do it with my finger. While it's drying, I'm just gonna take some of it off, you know? Ooh, not that much. Just the edges, you know? I don't want it so perfect. Whoops, hold on. Okay. Oh, what am I gonna do over here? I don't know, it's just kind of, oh, shit. What am I doing? Stop it. Oops, sorry, swear word. Sorry, Olivia. I know your parents never swear. I know what I could do. Oh, I know. Forget that. Oh, yeah. There we go. What are you making? Hey, by the way, since the TV's been off, the thing is working. Since you turned off the TV, my internet is working. Oh, well then, all right, that can't be it. Okay. I don't know why, but I'm removing some of it. I just feel like it. I don't want, oh yeah, there we go. Cool. Okay. Okay. Goodie. Okay, like, oops, I'm going a little too much, I think, but I do like the idea of roughing up this while it's drying. That just came to me, so. All right, cool. I'm not going to go overboard here. Yeah, that's definitely nifty. I'm going to hold this up. I did a little too much over here, but I got a little crazy when it was dry. Oops, that's not the right stuff. That's not the right stuff. Here we are. Well, you know what? I kind of like it. It's a little different than today's, but I'm just gonna, I just covered, there we go. I just got a little nuts with the, not that it matters, it's the size for heaven's sake. Okay. That is better than I expected. I mean, well, what I'm going to do, kind of preserve this and keep it the way it is, so I can paint over it nicely, is I'm going to use a layer of, all right, I'm going to use a layer of matte medium, or matte varnish. I'll just use a coat of matte varnish, ultra matte varnish over the top. It'll kind of keep everything in place, keep it from going anywhere. Just want to make sure this is dry. No, it's not. Okie dokie pokey. This is just matte varnish, ultra matte varnish. Give it a little stirry poo. And that will keep everything in place. And then when I go to paint over it, my goodness, I really like this background. And it's nothing. It's just nothing. Well, it's something to me. This calls for a big red heart in the middle of it, or big turquoise heart. But I'm not going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is draw a something. A flower. Guess what? Big surprise. I don't know. Maybe a flower with a heart. There we go. Oh. So if you guys are first time watching, please let us know who you are and where you're watching from. Somebody said Australia. I'm going to Australia in October. Oh, listen to me. Ooh. So this will make working on the surface a ton easier. Oh my goodness. There we go. I really like this background, and I like that I scratched half of it off, or part of it off. Boom, boom, and boom. Super simple background. I like that. So that was matte varnish. Just went over the top of it, and then I'm going to paint something miraculous. Oh, Joanne Ultra Joe. I like that. So I want to thank Heather today. Normally I don't do this, but I joined in her show. No, I joined. She was online on Ustream. She's amazing. Very talented young lady. And so she gave a shout out to me, which normally would not say anything, but she gave a lovely little shout out, and I appreciate that. And they said, share your link, and that's very lovely, Heather. I would never have asked for that. And then she goes, I'm super nervous, which I thought was funny. Because I was thinking, it's just me. What are you talking about? You goober? Okay. All right, there we go. She's like gluing like a mad woman. Glue, glue, glue. Die cut this. You know, it's like, oh my goodness. Wow, 2 months in the USA. Did you go to California? Everybody from Australia goes to California. She makes me nervous. How could you say that? We're friends. All right. Here we go. Oh, dry. Okay, now it's for me to ruin. So you know how to do this part. Don't mess it up from here. Kidding. So let's get some gesso out. Gesso, you are a friend of mine. You resemble Frankenstein when you do the Irish jig. You look like a big fat pig. Okay. Oh, I really like this background. Here we go. I have some gesso in a, this is just a, okay. Gesso. Ooh, make sure I didn't bubble anything. Kind of thinking. I'm thinking. Okay, this is great. I'm painting white on a white background, so it's almost like, why? Why? Let's see what happens, though. Yeah, you know, we don't really need to see what it is. I can paint it on there later. So this is just gesso, okay? I just want to get something down. Let's see if we can turn this into something. Anybody have an idea? Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do red. You can't go wrong with a red poppy. Okay. Oh, I really like this background. Isn't it bad when you like your background so much you don't want to cover it up? Let's make sure I have pyro red in here. Yes, I do. All right. So that's pyro red. Why gesso first? Because I want to cover up, first off, I want to cover up, I want to be able to cover up all the cracks because I want the flower to not have a bunch of cracks in it. So I'm priming the surface. So I'm a super simple poppy girl. Oops. I guess my paint, my gesso is not dry, but that's okay. I like poppies. Who doesn't? Sometimes I think just a poppy, because I think they have such true meaning, is just a great flower to paint. The great thing about this is it doesn't need to be exact, so look at that. There we go. And you know what I'm going to do is a little bit of a, I like these non-colors. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, that's going to be something. Carbon black. You know what? I'm going to go simple on this. Why? Because I can and because I want to. Because I'm going back to the basics. Ready? Oh no, I don't want that to be black. Oh, I screwed up. I do want this to be some sort of green color. Whatever green I pick out. Oops. Funny, a poppy just popped up on mine. Okay. Oops. Oh. Here we go. Kind of like a Christmas tree. Here we go. Very simple. Mm. So it's cool as I'm driving this. Yes, it is. Jody said the poppies are symbol to represent our fallen Australian and New Zealand soldiers. I've heard that before. So I'm actually bubbling it as it's, see? I don't know, there's something about being this simple that I'm kind of going, you know what? I'm happy with it. I gotta blow my nose though. All right. So, we're gonna just, I'm gonna take a stipple brush for this. Okay. Kind of the easiest way to do is build up the middle. And the easiest way to build up the middle is by doing this. Oops. Here we go. I know that seems, here we go. Now I like, that's like Diary Light yellowed, and I like to, I don't know, just keep blending it into the Pyrrole red. Super simple, right? And then carbon black is what's going to pop the middle of this out. Ah, yummy. Okay. And then I'm going to get a liner brush. I think a lot of them went with me this weekend. And this is where I'm going to decide where everything is. Oh, I'm kind of glad I went with a poppy. Oh, yes. Okay. Wow. Me likey this. So one thing I like to do is go I like to go really, I'm going to just show you, because the middle of the poppy kind of flares out. It's like those little balls are at the end of it. I know that sounds bad. Okay. And I'm just gonna I don't know. That's what it looks like in my brain, but I might be way off. And then I'm just going to add, you know, okay. It's strange from teaching. I can everybody always teases me because I can take a liner brush now and just walk around the classroom, and I can walk and talk in liner brush, but you don't know. I like this background so much, and not even so, well, I am concerned about the flower, but I don't know. All right. If you guys are asking questions, which I'd love to answer because I would like to answer those for you, please either drop me an email or Lori will send them to me and I will answer them. I will. It's hard to do this and wow. Okay. What do you think? Kind of nifty, huh? Okay, that needs some drying here. I don't know why, but I just simple. Simple. Thank you, Jean. She said, wow, is that pretty? That is lovely. Okay. I see that I'm getting text messages, so I got to answer here. All right. Now to think outside. Now to think outside the box. Okay. Payne's Gray. Or, yeah, Payne's Gray, I guess. Okay. Allie said there's a beauty in simple things. You know what? Sometimes we just overcomplicate the stuff. And I have been feeling like every piece has to be a masterpiece, which means I don't want to paint anymore. You know? And it doesn't. It can just speak to me. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's nice. I got red paint all over that. Oh, well. I got red paint there. What was I thinking? I must have splashed it on there. Let me see if I can get it off. And no. Oh, yep, yes, yeah, it'll come off. I mean, it don't matter. Yep, it'll come off. You know why it'll come off? Why will it come off? Come on, people. It will come off because I used that matte medium on it. There we go. Oh, good. I used the matte medium on it, which was kind of a, you know what? Which was a, what do you call it? A sealant. I sealed the piece, you know, so that made it handy. I dripped a bunch of red paint over it. You guys, probably one of my my most favorite pieces right here is happening. I don't want to screw it up now, but I enjoy, oh man. All right. So that's Payne's Gray. I'm kind of dirtying this up a little bit, if that makes sense. Okay. Oh man. I really... I don't know if there's going to be words on this or if this is just going to be my little puppy that could. God, I think I'm going to give this to my friend tonight. You know? Hey, I painted you something. So this is a Stabilo grease pencil. And I'm just, I don't know. I don't need this to be so green here. Oops. Not so dry. Oh, I really like this puppy. So the question is, let me see what the question is. Tracy, I don't work for DecoArt. I don't work for DecoArt, but I do use DecoArt products. They sponsor me. I used to work for them, but they sponsor me and they're very good to me. So to clear that up. And I do use their products, but I use a ton of other ones. But the gesso I used to prime this because I didn't want to paint on it and have all the cracks showing through. I didn't use tinting base on this, but if somebody wants to know what tinting base is, I would be happy to explain that. Is anybody wondering what? So this is a Stabilo grease pencil. It's activated by water, but what I want to do, I want to just use it to kind of go around I'm going to, I can answer questions about tinting base too. I didn't use it on this particular project, but. So what I like to do is see all those little bubbles and brush strokes and all that other stuff I created. Oh, I used to be their education coordinator, and I make videos and do tons of stuff for them, but yes. And I, definitely use their products. No worries. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God. Oh, okay, you want to know about tinting base. So with the media line, when you guys think about... like, for example, your craft paints, your Americana paints, that kind of thing. Oh, my God. I really almost don't want to touch this. Okay. I'll go back to answering the question. When you have a craft paint like this, Americana is one of them. They have pigments and resins in there, and they put compounds or resins in there called basically is tinting base. And that brings the cost of the paint down. It's a little cheaper to make. Obviously, they can still get vivid colors. But the fluid acrylics are more pure pigment. So tinting base is what you can mix with that to make it opaque because a lot of them are transparent. So you can use tinting base with it to make them opaque or give them a different hue. But yes, so that is the difference. So tinting base I use a lot when I'm, in fact, I used it in the class I was in this past weekend. We did the most amazing class. And everybody noticed a lot of the colors were transparent. So I said, let's introduce tinting base. And they were all jazzed. And so that's what we did. And it's cheaper than, say, using an opaque titanium white paint. And it just, oh, it's great. It's fantastic. Does that answer that question? I hope that worked. And next time, I mean, if you ask, I'll use it. Normally, I use it a lot, but I just didn't. Tonight was just super simple. I don't even know. I don't know what more to do to this other than I wanted to show the simplicity of a piece. But, I mean, I could put a quote on here. Oh, good question, though. No, good question. But if you think of that, I always think of it as being like the binders and resins that they add to the paint. Okay, what do you think? I know this is crazy, but boy, for all the problems we've had, my son has had the TV paused for an hour, or for the last hour, and it's worked great. So I think we know the problem now. I don't know what more to do other than add a quote or something, and I don't know that I want to. I thought about adding, some stencils or stuff to the background. But I don't think I want to. I think I'm going to leave it. Does that make sense? I never leave anything. I never leave anything. I overthink everything. Oh, I know what I'll do. Yes! There we go. Thank you. Bingo, bingo. She got it. I hope I answered that question. I sound like I'm swimming right now. Okay, so this is just a stamp pad. I want to blacken the edges. Why? Because I do. I really like this little thing. It was going to be a turquoise heart, and now it turned into a red poppy. But the background was what I really liked. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Okay. I really like it. Yes, or cheaper answers my question. Great. What did Jean say? We will come back tomorrow. And it will be changed. I love that she just said that. Excuse me, Jean. I resemble that remark. Jean, how long have we known one another? You people. You know what? You think you all know me. But you know what? You don't. She makes it look so easy. It is easy. That was easy peasy, light and squeezy. I don't know what else to do to it. I don't want to touch it. I love to add words too. And I tend to, but I think today, I don't know the words I want to add anyway. Lori had a great one. She added, oh my God, my text messages. Okay. I aspire to inspire, which I would love to do. But you know what, peeps? Guess what? I also love to be done early. I sat down for the whole thing. I never paint sitting down. Back away. Linda, how many times do I say in classes, back away? Back away, people. Okay, I'm done. Hands in the air. And I really like it. And today, that was my little vision. Perfection in a cracked up world. Joy, thank you very much, by the way. They're right there. They're right behind me. Oh, I love them. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. I'm so glad it went from we can't. Oh, wow, is that pop? Wow, is my poppy popping? I'm going to open the window. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. Hands in the air. Thanks, Mom. Don't you love it when your mom says, that was beautiful. Mom, would you like to hang it on the refrigerator like you do all my other artwork? I'm going to tell you a quick story. My mom and I don't like cluttered refrigerators. So when my twins were in preschool, yes, there's 2 at a time, and they would come home with those pasta noodle projects. And I'm an artist. And the teacher, preschool teacher, was one of my good friends. She said she would hand me the artwork, and I'd take it home, and I would dry it. And one time she handed me something, and she goes, by the way, the twins ask that you don't throw this away right after you get home. I used to photograph it. I photographed it all, and then I would toss it. I know. So, but you know, it's like things become edible. You get creatures in the attic. I know. It was pretty funny when she said that. And I kind of said to her, I'm like, you know my refrigerator. I would never hang a bunch of artwork. And then I'd go to all my friends' house, and it would be plastered from top to bottom with artwork. And I'm like, oh, that's so nice. So, oh no, she was my good friend, and she was so lovely. She goes, she'd hand it to me, and she'd go, they asked that you. And by the way, I would save all the artwork and stick it under a bin under their bed. They still have all the artwork. I still have it, but a lot of it I would toss. If it had anything edible on it, I tossed it. I know. I don't think I'm running for Mom of the Year anymore. I think they gave that away a few years ago. But I just want to say thank you. Hey, Joe. Oh. Okay. Good. And thank you for sticking with me. I'm sorry at the beginning. Lori, the fact that anybody says my kids will need therapy, do you not think a jar has been started? Hello? I don't want him to hit play because I don't want to be disconnected. Oh. Oh. My son will be 40 next month, and I gave him a framed photo of the church he painted at age 9 and put it in his own home now. He's probably like, Mom, I'm not putting this in my home. That is a great idea. Okay, so guys, I'm going to do a giveaway, but I'm going to do it. I didn't plan it out right. You know what? I'm going to do a giveaway. Oh, hold on. Joey, don't hit play. Hit pause. 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 Okay. Don't hit play. I'm going to do a giveaway. I found all the artwork, Craig, that my mom had kept in mind and threw it all away. Okay, so I'm going to do a giveaway. 2 sets of my stamps. All you need to do is go to my Facebook page, not my personal one. Please don't overload me tonight. Go to Tracy Weinzapfel Studios. Lori will give you the link. And I will give away 2 sets of my own stamps. I will give it to, you can pick out which 2 you want. Just a random winner. Sorry. Okay, let's do that. Does that work? I just want to thank you guys for being here. Greg, you're not able to win. Don't you love that? Okay. How's that? And I don't care where you're from. Just put it on there. But if you live in Zimbabwe, so you got to like my page. Tracy Weinzapfel Strips. No, Tracy Weinzapfel Studios. I know it's true. There we go. That'll work. A giveaway. I'm done. Jean, thank you. Thanks, guys, for sticking in. Sorry. Oh, Heather, you totally motivated me today. Anybody you sent from there. And thank you all for wishing me a happy 40th birthday. 47. I mean, happy 40th birthday. 47 years ago, last Thursday, was the happiest day of my parents' life. After that, all downhill. Thanks, Daddy-O, and thanks for the grill, with some assembly required. I'm having a grill assembly party. Yeah, leave a comment. Just let me know what you liked about tonight. I mean, if you let me know what you didn't like about tonight, probably not going to win. I'm just saying. It's a random pick. But if you don't like it, I'm not going to post, wow, she really hated the show. Thanks, Pam. I already do. I just don't sound like it. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I will be back next week, I think. Could be an afternoon show. I leave on Tuesday morning, so if I am pulling out my hair by each, a thread, I'm probably not going to be here. And then in that case, I will be back, at the end of the month. And that's only because I'm going to Florida. So, when I travel to the other side of the earth, it feels like I have a lot more preparation. Okay. Oh, God, what a great night. What a great night. Was it a great night? Or am I on something? Okay, kids, I am done. The sun is going down, and I have a glass of wine calling my name. And I got to go finish up this piece and put a ton of stuff there. No, I'm kidding on that. Jean, I'm staying with your father-in-law. Just give him a call and let him know. I'll be there. Oh, feels good. I'm back, baby. I'm back. Okay, kids. Thank you for tonight. I'll talk to you in a week. I'll see you on Facebook, too, okay? Good night. Good night, Olivia. Heart you, Peanut.